Throw away these sponges, throw away your pigment powders, and throw away your airbrush. I'm going to show you how to get the cleanest aura and ombre nails with just a makeup wedge. First, I always cut my sponges in half. That way I get double the use, and so that the surface of the sponge is around the same size as a nail. Then I also cut off the top of it so I know there's no dust, and it also gets rid of this little rough part. First, you're just going to do your base color like normal, and for the ombre, you don't have to use pat gels, so you can just use your gel polishes that you already have. And I love this because let's say I did a French tip in this exact orange color and then I wanted to do some ombre on a different nail but in the same color. I can use the exact same gel, which you can't do with pigment powders or pat gels. So you're just going to dab a little bit of your gel into the middle of the sponge, and I like to dab off some of the excess. This also helps pack the gel into the sponge a little bit more. And then we're going to start dabbing the color right onto our cured base color. You don't need a matte top coat, and you definitely do not want to wipe off the sticky layer. That's going to help the orange stick to the nail better and make it easier to apply. So now you're just going to dab on your gel just a few times. You don't want to keep dabbing in the same place over and over again because your sponge is going to reabsorb what you just put down on the nail, which is why we flash cure and work in layers. On the second layer, you want to focus a little bit more on just the middle of the nail, flash cure again. By the third layer, I sometimes like to add a little bit more gel and then really only focus on the very middle, flash cure. And you can usually get the effect by the fourth layer, but it just really depends on the color, so you can do more layers if you need to. And when you're done, you just full cure, and once you top coat, that spongy texture is gonna completely disappear and it's gonna look so smooth. And here is the finished nail. I took it off the stand because it was making it look a little bit weird, but look how perfect that is. I know this looks really time consuming, but it really isn't. So to prove it to you, I'm gonna do it all over again with a stopwatch pulled up so you guys can see how long it actually takes. So as you can see, it took me about a minute to get the aura effect down, which is about how long it takes me to do a French tip. And here is the result. So yeah, I hope this helped. Okay, bye.